We gotta run. We gotta run so that we can actually get to the meeting we wanted to get to. Because it's already 21:08, so if I ain't going to go there now, I ain't gonna be able to get there tonight. And I wanna be able to meet that goddamn individual. Like, really badly. Scribbled between the tides of the page street girls do disco. Let's just run, 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 run. So much I wanna do more. But no time. Not gonna look at that bench right now. No time. No time. It's already over 9 o'clock because of this situation. The sea breeze carries more than salt meat, not rotten, not fresh, grilled. Apparently. Ah, Kuno. Good old Kuno. I need to check these areas too, at some point or another. Oh my goodness, so much to do, so little time. If I can at least get this talking done with him tonight still, before ending the episode, I'll be okay, happy enough. Then need to just try to figure out what else I do at the end of this day and then just go. Just go. Just go. Basically. Low on health. And yeah, I need to remember to equip the flashlight more often, so that it actually can help me quite a lot. In the little bit of a more darker areas. Let's hope we can convince him to talk to us. That would be nice. Complete silence, whoever lives here isn't home. The curtain shifts just a little, someone is watching from within. That's not necessarily a great thing for him, but we'll see, I guess. Hello.
Gendarmerie, you found me.
The young man on the balcony gives you a bright smile before taking another drag from his cigarette. His slender figure is backlit by city lights, its distant streets and motorways flashing like diamonds. It feels like a Friday. He seems to be in a good mood tonight. We got your hint, found the key right under the stone.
Beautiful.
He replies, smiling. As he looks at you, something sparkles in his eyes.
So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
That's what I am aiming for, yes.
Beautiful.
He says again. A nearby street lamp casts shadows on his chin, drawing out the slender cheekbones.
I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you, and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting.
He nods towards door 28. By the way, I'm really digging the view here. Point to the city skyline. That's why I chose this place. He looks away, his cigarette end glowing in the dark. Martin is a special, isn't it? Wait, suddenly you're digging things. The lieutenant whispers to you, shaking his head. As if me digging something. Is it Friday tonight? It feels like Friday. Yeah, it does feel like the end of the week. Such gentle weather. So why would I want to be meeting your friend? Trust me, you do. Very well, I'll talk to him, but first I want to talk to you. I have so many questions. That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me. He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark and the neighboring windows have lit up one by one. Downstairs, a cat crosses the yard, disappearing into the bush. Besides, I've got to run. He's going to leave you alone again. That's sad. But I just found you again. Run where? To the city, he gestures idly towards distant motorways. It's a beautiful night. A man on high heels stumbles out of the basement's club, music blasting over the entire district. It's chilly, and as the chemicals hit the nervous system, 1,000 shivers ripple through his body. Only if you promise... Alright, go then. I won't be stopping you. Take care, alright, he says with another disarming smile before slipping off into the night. He said he doesn't have any information. I guess I should believe him. And he's gone again. Looks like it's becoming a theme for him. He's always leaving. Why is he always leaving, Kim? Who knows, detective? It's a mystery, he says, turning his face away from you. There's something so different about him that I just can't put my finger on. Different, of course. His shirt. Why is his shirt always unbuttoned? His shirt. The lieutenant squints his eyes, trying to hold back laughter. His shirt, yeah. His shirt. He's trying to dive deep into the mysteries of his shirt. His shirt. No, I don't know why his shirt is always unbuttoned. His mouth tightens as though trying to hold something back. Come on, detective, let's go. We've got a potential witness to interview. His Sunday friend, remember? He knows at the apartment door before you. I know. Sometimes it's just difficult to go and leave, you know? That's the problem. Okay, but this is good. A quarterly business magazine. An empty ashtray. Ooh. Governmental issues take me all over Ventral, as you can see. This is soaked up as the pot. Actually, also, let me just, in case there's something to see more, equip the goddamn flashlight for a bit. Flyers for underground parties, dates of open lectures and local university. An exquisite canopy bed made for metal. None is weird. Yeah, lots of weirdness. Succession. Wow, lots of clothes. Expensive men's perfume lingers in the air. Old photo of the same apartment, dated year 01. I will just put this then back on. And buckets of paint of a layer of old news. Yes.
Officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
The man in business casual removes his cufflinks. You shouldn't be seeing him in an intimate setting. For some reason you feel this man is your superior. Superior? But he's not in the command chain.
My name is Charles Villedron. I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stability on assignment from Sir Leclerc.
So, working for the coalition, which is coalition government, is above the police.
I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I'm here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
I shall ask you about the hanging. No. First ask an innocuous personal question to get the interview off on the right foot. Yes, make it clear you're the one setting the terms here. Beautiful silk robe prom. We'll get to that right after you tell me the black Samaran hat. Show him the silk robe. Before we get to that, tell me where did you get this beautiful silk robe from?
Oh, we got it from an atelier in the East Delta Commerce Center. Personally, I think it's a little culturally insensitive, but the material is great. Sadly, the shop is now out of business.
Sad.
That's really all I can tell you about it.
He forms a little rooftop with his fingers. Cold air sweeps in from the balcony. That didn't work at all. The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed. What's an official like you doing in the Martinis? The coalition is only looking out for price stability. Here is an index finger. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight. Okay, but what are you doing here in this apartment? Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. This, of course, happened when the coalition forces landed here. He smiles. You could say I'm underdoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here. So, what is this international community exactly? La communauté internationale is what Revancholians colloquially call the coalition. In other words, the nations that stopped the disaster of the revolution. And what do I call the coalition? Your employer, technically speaking, the government authority of Revanchol Elysium is but one part of this provincial administration. What is Zebra Stabilite? It is the most important thing. That doesn't tell me anything. It's a central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintain the high level of economic activity, which is essential for maintaining high levels of employment, which is essential for maintaining the social stability. Basically, to make sure the price of bread doesn't change. Bread. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for bakers to produce. That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%. Below 2% of what? But not too far below. No, 2 below is also bad. Below, but close to 2%. You are not answering my questions at all. The coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price stability. Transparency is one of our principles. Would you like an informal pamphlet? Sure. Okay, give me a leaflet. A sound monetary policy is essential for addressing uncertainty. Stability is the raison d'etre of the morality interne, is the reason why I identify as a moralist. Of course you are a moralist. He pants his pockets, but oh, I don't have my leaflets on me today, that's too bad. You can always call our information line. Making information available is part of the morality interne commitment to transparency. I've heard about the Moral Lantern before, but I want to know more. It is the international organization for moralists, hence Moralist Internationalism. The Institute's price stability is just one of its many mind babies as its coalition. Ooh, so we're actually working for the Moral Lantern. That doesn't sound so bad. He notes. There are more nefarious powers to work for than the Moral Lantern. Turn back to Sunday, friend. Are you a moralist? But of course. But why? Because moralists believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values. Turn to Kim. Lieutenant, are you a moralist? I'm a lieutenant there. I'm dedicated to maintaining law and order in Revanchol. A very moralist transfer, the man notes. The lieutenant is practicing the arts of putting on a show for one's superiors. Martinez doesn't seem very normal or stable to me. Martinez is something else. What about the rest of Revanchol? Is it part of the normal world? Revanchol is generally difficult. It's led by an interim government, which means it hasn't yet achieved full democracy. But they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking. He gives you an approving nod. Yay, nods of approvals. It's like every time I'm talking to people, I'm choosing option D. None of the above. Is that moralism? Is this option D usually the most reasonable answer? Yes, everything else is super extreme. It's like living in the bonds of lunatics. Sounds like you're a moralist indeed, my friend. Welcome. Moralism is all about compromise and achieving the achievable, even if you never get any results as a result. It's pragmatic, realistic, and level-headed, and ideals for doers. Are you a doer, my friend? It looks to me like you are. Now, enough of the delightful political interlude. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? Of course. So you're some kind of bureaucrat? Yes, as I said before, I am a commissaire from Sur-la-Chèvre, working for the Institute of Price Stability. He glances at his watch. This is one of the main projects of the Moral Lantern. Tell me about the Sur-la-Chèvre. What's there to say? Sur-la-Chèvre is a modern urbanized country that measures very high on the Human Development and Freedom Index. Mostly, though, it's known as the executive heart of EPIS. I want to be able to get all of this conversation done today, so I'm reading very fast these which are about politics. Moreover, it's a great sponsor of less emerged countries. The Eventual is only one of its many darlings whose progress supports and cherishes. And to be honest, he talks pretty fast. What makes Revanchol Suralashev's darling? Because a great percentage of Revanchol culture hails from Suralashlev. Its language, its people, its cuisine even, or at least in the Towntown La Delta area. Jamrock and the other parts of the international zone have been mercilessly spared of Suralaklev's law for meatballs and mashed potatoes. Alright, but that's enough of the business. Whatever you wish, officer. Okay, so you actually witnessed the lynching. I am sorry to say I did, officer. The man gives a solemn nod. He didn't see the hanging, he saw the little show staged by the Hearties. Let him talk, he may know more than he even knows. Start from the beginning, if you don't mind. Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play. He holds out his hand and blossoms his fingers like a drama teacher setting the scene. The lieutenant is already scribbling down notes. What do you mean, like in a play? It was just so strange, I could barely comprehend what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in carrying what looked like a body, and then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead one by one. Ah. And that's when I understood I should not be seeing this. The lieutenant nods to you. And that line up with the previous testimony, doesn't it? Well done, detective. Indeed. Thank you, sir. I think we've got the picture. Anything else stand out? Only that there were about 8 or 10. I couldn't make out anything. It was so dark and that it was quiet, he says, smoothing his hair. Quietest lynching I ever heard of, let alone heard. But I suspect you knew that already. I can't say I'm surprised. The fine reputation of the men and women serving in Elysium is well deserved. Can you tell me about your friend? Ah, my friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Ketra, and life has not been easy for him, but he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters. What's Ketra? Ketra is a candidate member of EPIS, but between you and me, their potential membership is a more contentious issue. What do you mean? That it's never going to happen. They entered negotiations 21 and it's been pending ever since. But it doesn't tell me anything about the Ketra itself. Is it warm there, cold, something in between? It's warm, he notes. It's also known for its mandarin trees and dust storms from Subramundi. Ketra's an emerging market, but it still has a long way to go. Maybe that's why my friends Menigi decided to emigrate. How did you two even become friends? How did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the insula in Isola. Oil platforms ablaze in the night. Civil wars lasting for years. Finally, the international community is forced to step in. What are you talking about? No one becomes friends that way. Au contraire. It's how millions of people end up when they are. Meeting the people they meet. It's how I came here and my friend too. You still haven't told me who he is. Sorry, who? The man throws a quick glance at his watch. Your friend, the smoker on the balcony, we were just talking about him. But I told you, officer, he's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of your future, especially the arts. It is a cornerstone of our civilization. So, all you can tell me about him is that he is here to study the arts? He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes. Which arts? He's truly a free spirit. He likes all the arts, perhaps graphic design and printmaking, who knows? The world is open wide for a talented youth like him. But you don't even know much about him at the end of the day, which is kind of funny. What are you doing in this apartment by yourself then? I'm just enjoying the view. The man smiles, nodding to the window. What view? It's dark outside. Listen, he says, raising his hand. A baby is crying in the neighboring apartment. Waves crashing in the distance, the sound of sea below the windows. I can hear the waves. The Insulidian Bay. What about it? This place used to be a luxury accommodation before the revolution. Apartments, of course, were much bigger then. A few walls have been added here and there, leaving some of the tenants without a private bathroom or a kitchen. But the million-real view stays. You can't take that away. He knocks on the balcony door. This face mirrored in the darkened glass. His face mirrored in the darkened glass even. I was asking about your friend, though. My friend comes and goes. I'm sure you'll see him around. He's a busy bee. Well, something else then. I'm all ears, officer. What if I told you there's a fugitive from the Morale Lantern in Martinez? Hypothetically speaking, you might add. Hypothetically speaking. A fugitive? Well, I wouldn't say this is very bad indeed, not super. What sort of a fugitive are we talking about here? Pretty serious, like corporate espionage type stuff. That is extremely serious. Corporate espionage may technically be legal in Rancho, but elsewhere this is a very high-level offense. It violates a number of international agreements, in particular the first La Certa Court. This fugitive must be turned over to the ICP immediately. Have you apprehended them already? A moment, if you don't mind, sir. The lieutenant pulls you aside. You do realize that what you're doing, don't you? He whispers to you, sotto voce. Of course, you're turning over a dangerous lawbreaker, but it was a hypothetical question. You do him in a young morning hour of desperation. Oh shit, Glassla could really get in real trouble if I tell him about her, huh? Very real trouble. I won't tell you how to do your job, but remember, this is an Elysium matter. Make sure you weigh your next words carefully. He won't tell you how to do your job, but a good police officer knows when to listen to his partner. Indeed. When you turn back to the man, he's looking at you expectantly. No, I'm not gonna pin it to someone else. I meant that as a hypothetical. I don't actually know about any corporate espionage. Ah, that's right. You did say this was all just a hypothetical scenario. Phew, for a moment there was a concern that was quite the situation on our hands. A bullet deftly dodged, sire. Now, that's settled. Was there anything else to discuss? No, thank you. That's all I've got. A moment, officer. Do you have anything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave. Yeah. Hold on. Why can't we talk later? It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen. He pauses. And I'm pressed for time. After you leave, I should be leaving as well. That's not real reason he's so apprehensive. Men in his position shouldn't be seen loitering around in underprivileged young men's apartments in the middle of the night. Thanks for the heads up, but my work here is done. Of course, I'm glad I could help. But yeah, I don't see that I could ask anything more. He didn't say he had called, and I couldn't see that I could have asked about would he have called someone. So I guess he didn't. That's my expectation at least, or assumption. So who knows for certainty, but I assume that's then the case. Let's see if we can still ask Kitsuraki to go and take the Goddard body out tonight. If not, then not. At least I would have given it a chance. And given it a go. Because, yeah, it would be cool if it's still possible, but it probably ain't. Because it's very late now after all. But I did want to at least have this discussion, even if it ended up not being that useful. Yeah, wanna check that out too. Wanna check so goddamn much stuff out, but I just wanna see that. And then I would be okay to end for today, to be honest. But I would really, really love to get that stuff done first. Also, I want to see what I was supposedly seeing here about this bench. Etched into the wood, barely visible. Remember, the rest is lost to the time. How sad. But I get always experience from that anyway, so... Kim, where are you staying there? So far away. And I gotta put the flashlight on here because really, I know the way that I render the episodes. It always makes it a little bit darker, so this area is basically completely dark with the rendering. Especially if I don't have even the flashlight on. So let's see. Are you of the opinion, like that's for example the hole definitely is so goddamn dark. Anyways, even with the flashlight. Okay, let's back him, Kim. Take him away. The lieutenant takes the body away. You work alone for the rest of the day, which is almost nothing. All right. He takes out the shiny black body bag and starts pulling the plastic over the dead man's face. I will need a little help carrying him. You take the hands, I will take the leg. Pack the corpse and track it to the motor carriage. Yes, service. Of course, this doesn't leave me much time during this night anymore to talk to anyone, but still. Otherwise, I think it's totally fine. Little time. Not much. But at least this is the most useful way so that Kim can most of the time be with us, which is cool still. So, in that sense, yeah. I like to have him around most of the time for a certainty. For a certainty. Yeah. Goddamn red checks. There is still people around here, so... I don't remember that guy, but... Hey, I might be confused. There's a guy here. Can't talk to him. I can talk to him then next time about the bird, and then talk to her at least for a while I have the time. Let's just check this quickly. So I got another level up. I can increase something. I'm not sure though what that should be. Yeah, date of the bird is coming along. All of these have already been done. But this is coming along, slowly but surely. And of course I could unlock this last one, but should I? Oh yeah, the searchlight division. I did say that I wanted, so sure, let's do that. Let's get the searchlight division into here then to internalize slowly but surely. Thinks that's okay, yeah. Oh, I can still put 1 point into somewhere even still. Whew, what would that then be? Maybe it should be succession, maybe it should be visual calculus. Something that I've at least already put points in, I'd say. Even if also I could say that I should be putting points into something so that I could try some checks that I have that I would need doing, but still. Let's put succession, I think. It's nice to have one more in there too. It's a cool skill. So okay, I think I'll be ending here for today. I hope you guys enjoyed some more of the Disco Elysium. We're alone here for the rest of the night, which isn't much time. Maybe we can sing some karaoke. We'll see. But okay, thank you for watching. I'll see you for more next time. So bye bye, see you then. To be continued with Kira Rusha next time in Disco Elysium. See you all then.